وين سيارتي وينها؟
He says he came over to you. He says he came over to you and he said to you, where is my car? So he requested the car from you last year.
Yeah, he did, and I brought him one as well. Ask him, does he prefer last year's present or this year's present?
يا هاللعبة أكثر حبيتها مال هالسنة ولا مال العام؟
مال هسه.
مال هالسنة. He prefers this year's toy. He's really excited to see it. He's happy. He's all over. إيش قد فرحان نشوف محسن اللعبة اليوم؟
وايد فرحان.
He is really happy to see you. He says. وإن شاء الله تقدر تشوفنا مرة ثانية.
إيه.
He says he wants to see us again, but how can he see us again? Through donations of IHC, brothers and sisters, we can ensure that orphans like Sened will have the toys that they want in front of them. They will have the medications that they need, and they will also have the shelter provided for them.
Inshallah. Also, he's going to look forward to me coming next year.
Sened, أنت متحمس تشوفه السنة الجاية؟
إيه.
إن شاء الله. He's really excited.
What does he want next year?
السنة الجاية شنو تريد؟
طيارة.
طيارة.
طيارة إن شاء الله.
He's hoping to have an airplane or next time.
Anything that flies.
Plant the seed of kindness. Sponsor an orphan and watch them bloom into a brighter future.
I ask you all to support Imam Hussein TV for the future of your youth, for the future of Shiaism. Every single person's life is dependent on your education, and Imam Hussein TV provides you a free Islamic education.
If you want to have good programs, if you want to have a source to help your community, your children, your families, do not hesitate. This is the month of rewarding. This is the month of istighfar, the month of khayrat.
Imam Hussein is a name that unites us all, and this is the one area where we can put aside our differences and come together. I hope that the viewers at home will help donate to the channel and to build a platform for the future generations.
I stand here before you, my dear brothers and sisters, to invite one and all to donate generously to ensure that the message of Ahlul Bayt ﷺ is kept alive.
Beautiful programs we have. One of that program is Shia Voice. The Shia Voice try to bring up talented from east, from west, from north, from south. But to show this, to make this program, it needs your donation. Your generous donation, please help. Please support Imam Hussein TV.
We need your generous support. With your support, there could be more documentaries. With your support, there could be more programs. With your support, Shia Voice may come to your community. We cannot continue this without your generous donations. In this holy month of Ramadan, a month of charity, a month of giving, a month of generosity, come together, join us on Imam Hussein TV and generously donate as you always have done, so we may continue to provide programs which serve Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and of course the holy household.
In December 2023, I met a young boy called Amir. I also met his younger brother Hussein. I didn't meet his mother because his mother had passed away in September 2022, a year and 3 months before. I want to live the life of an orphan.
I've come to see Amir and his younger brother. I want to follow what happens in their day.
He told me an insight from an orphan in Karbala. Knife crime and drug misuse is very much open.
And then what we'll do, and essentially I want them to come to live a day in the life of a Zair.
All of the people that live in these situations, there is no hope for them. However, with Amir, I saw hope, and I'll explain why.
السلام عليكم. أنا اسمي حمودي. أبويا ميت. بشر. وأنا أريد فلوس ومعادي.
لا تبكي.
عندهم مرات واحد يفتح لي الباب ما بي فجعة ما بي، أنا أبوي كسر ظهري لسه غصته بقلبي. بعد يومين بصر بي من السرطان توفت. يعني يرجع هنا يعني اشترينا هدوم بالعيد، يعني هدوم والديك السنة.
لا غسالة لا جيزر، كل شيء ما عندي. هاي الرطوبة وهاي الطينة كل شيء ما عندي، واليوم طحينة ما عندي. اليوم 10 طحين ما عندي شاهد الله شهادة.
هاي محروقة من ورا الكهرباء. عندي كهرباء ماخذة من الجواري، ما عندي كهرباء. ويوميا يهدد بي راح يقطعها عليكم.
غسالة ما عندي، جاب لي واحد ذاك غسالة طلعت عاطلة، التلفزيون مالتهم عاطل، الحمام ما عندهم يغسلون به، ما عندي كل شيء، أنا حايرة بيهم والله العظيم.
شنو تحاجي؟ شنو تودي له رسالة؟ شنو تسولف وياه؟
بس يريد يجي.
بس تريده يجي؟
For those of you who are watching, whatever you can give, you know, whether it's £50, £20, £10, £5, whatever you can give, please give to help people like this so that they can improve their life standard. They can become more healthy and they can be more motivated to go and, you know, achieve greater things.
Generosity doesn't need an audience. It just needs a heart willing to make a difference in silence. Donate now.
السلام عليكم، أنا اسمي حمودي، أبويا ميت. بشر.
شنو اللي تريد؟
وأنا أريد فلوس ومعادي.
لا تبكي.
عندهم مرات واحد يفتح لي الباب ما بي فجعة ما بي، أنا أبوي كسر ظهري لسه غصته بقلبي. بعد يومين بصر بي من السرطان توفت. يعني يرجع هنا يعني اشترينا هدوم بالعيد، يعني هدوم والديك السنة.
لا غسالة لا جيزر، كل شيء ما عندي. هاي الرطوبة وهاي الطينة كل شيء ما عندي، واليوم طحينة ما عندي. اليوم 10 طحين ما عندي شاهد الله شهادة.
هاي محروقة من ورا الكهرباء. عندي كهرباء ماخذة من الجواري، ما عندي كهرباء. ويوميا يهدد بي راح يقطعها عليكم.
غسالة ما عندي، جاب لي واحد ذاك غسالة طلعت عاطلة، التلفزيون مالتهم عاطل، الحمام ما عندهم يغسلون به، ما عندي كل شيء، أنا حايرة بيهم والله العظيم.
شنو تحاجي؟ شنو تودي له رسالة؟ شنو تسولف وياه؟
بس يريد يجي.
بس تريده يجي؟
For those of you who are watching, whatever you can give, you know, whether it's £50, £20, £10, £5, whatever you can give, please give to help people like this so that they can improve their life standard. They can become more healthy and they can be more motivated to go and, you know, achieve greater things.
Generosity doesn't need an audience. It just needs a heart willing to make a difference in silence. Donate now.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Welcome to Morning Barakah Ramadan special with me, Ali Fadl. Assalamu alaikum, dear viewers. And assalamu alaikum, Abu Amir. And now we head back to the IHC studios with Yunus with the latest news, brought to you by Shia Waves.
It's a beautiful start to the day, as many around the world celebrate the auspicious birth of Imam Hussein Mujtaba alayhi salam across the world on the 15th of Ramadan.
And coming up on today's episode of Morning Barakah, we have a special guest, Abbas. The naan is burning.
Many Muslims think that all fish are allowed.
No,
only fish with scales are allowed. طبعا of course this is according to most of our maraja. Please do go back to your marja to double check.
Today I'm outside Al Rasul A'zam Centre right here in North London as we see how they prepare for the holy nights of Al-Qadr. Come join us Haidar on the 19th of Ramadan.
In this Morning Barakah Ramadan special, we are dedicating a whole segment specifically for the Holy Quran. And actually, Abbas, I'd rethink touching the Holy Quran without wudu. Because the Prophet actually mentioned, when it comes to the holy verses of Allah, the Quran.
Anything you spend, He will replace it. He is the best of providers.
سنة تذكر محسن من العام؟ Yes, he does remember you and he's really excited to see you as well.
Ask him, does he like, oh God.
هاي ملحت عليها قلت له وين سيارتي وينها؟
He says he came over to you. He said he came over to you and he said to you, where is my car? So he requested a car from you last year.
Yeah, he did, and I brought him one as well. Ask him, does he prefer last year's present or this year's present?
يا هاللعبة أكثر حبيتها مال هالسنة ولا مال العام؟
مال هالسنة.
مال هالسنة. He prefers this year's toy. He's really excited to see it. He's happy. He's all over. مش قد فرحان نشوف محسن اللعبة اليوم؟
وايد فرحان.
He is really happy to see you, he says. وإن شاء الله تريد نشوفنا مرة ثانية؟
إيه.
He says he wants to see us again, but how can he see us again? Through donations of IHC, brothers and sisters, we can ensure that orphans like Sened will have the toys that they want in front of them. They will have the medications that they need, and they will also have the shelter provided for them.
Inshallah. Also, he's going to look forward to me coming next year.
سند انت متحمس تشوفه السنه الجايه؟
ايه
ان شاء الله. He's really excited.
What does he want next year?
السنه الجايه شنو تريد؟
طيارة.
طيارة ان شاء الله.
He's hoping to have an airplane or next time.
Anything that flies.
Plant the seed of kindness. Sponsor an orphan and watch them bloom into a brighter future.
I ask you all to support Imam Hussein TV for the future of your youth, for the future of Shiaism. Every single person's life is dependent on your education, and Imam Hussein TV provides you a free Islamic education.
If you want to have good programs, if you want to have a source to help your community, your children, your families, do not hesitate. This is the month of rewarding. This is the month of istighfar, the month of khayrat.
Imam Hussein is a name that unites us all, and this is the one area where we can put aside our differences and come together. I hope that the viewers at home will help donate to the channel and to build a platform for the future generations.
I stand here before you, my dear brothers and sisters, to invite one and all to donate generously to ensure that the message of Ahlul Bayt alayhimu salatu wassalam is kept alive.
Beautiful programs we have. One of that program is Shia Voice. The Shia Voice try to bring up talented from east, from west, from north, from south. But to show this, to make this program, it needs your donation. Your generous donation, please help, please support Imam Hussein TV.
We need your generous support. With your support, there could be more documentaries. With your support, there could be more programs. With your support, Shia Voice may come to your community. We cannot continue this without your generous. We cannot continue this without your generous donations. A month of charity, a month of giving, a month of generosity. Come together, join us on Imam Hussein TV and generously donate as you always have done, so we may continue to provide programs which serve Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and of course the holy household.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الصلاة والسلام على خير الأنبياء والمرسلين وحبيب إله العالمين أبي القاسم المصطفى محمد وعلى آل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين. Distinguished guests, dear brothers and sisters at home, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh from myself, Ali Fadl, and my co-host
Ali Fadl. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Just say your name.
Mohsin Shah.
Mohsin Shah. Mohsin Shah also sends his salams to you, dear brothers and sisters, because you are watching live Imam Hussein Charities fundraiser. Before, in shows that we had before Ramadan, we'd be like, you know what, it's not an actual fundraiser, you don't need to give us, but we're just going to give you some insight into what's going on at IHC. No, brothers and sisters, today is the day of giving. Today is the day where you're going to take part. Today is the day to contribute, because now is your chance. Today is your chance for you to get involved when it comes to donating for a massively great cause. We have 3 great causes for you to donate to. Before we get into that, however, we seem to be, they just put the CG.
Well, the QR code's still there.
No, forget the QR. I was just saying us two look like angels floating.
We did, yeah. It was very heavenly here, wasn't it? Yeah.
It was quite nice.
It's a lot of white and blue.
Do me a favor, guys, just for my sake as well. Remove the CG for a second. Just remove the CG for a second. Just a little third. Oh, we're floating. That is amazing. Look at that. Whoa, angels. Anyway, aside from all that, the angelic faces of Sayyid Muhsin as well as Yasser will be with us. However, on a more kind of serious note, our kind of keynote guest, Sheikh Ibrahim Al-Ansari, was supposed to be with us. However, he's not feeling well at all. He messaged me just a few hours saying that I have to be admitted into hospital. And so in the name of Imam As-Sajjad, Imam Zain Al-Abidin alayhi salam, the Marid of Karbala, we pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to wish him a speedy recovery back to full health, inshallah. So that's on a side note. Inshallah, keep him in your prayers. Aside from that, what do we have on for today's show? Said Muhsin, we have quite a lot that's going on. We're going to be talking iftar packs, we're going to be talking sponsor an orphan, we're going to be talking water wells. Let's talk water wells first and foremost.
Yes, please.
Say it, yeah? Water wells. Because I want you, if you can, flick through the notes and tell me a bit of facts when it comes to water and access to safe and clean water.
So, Assalamu alaikum everyone. First of all, 2.2 billion people do not have access to safe and clean water. 2.2 billion, that's almost a quarter of the world.
Okay.
Furthermore, over the course of 1 year globally, women spent a total of 200 million hours a day collecting water.
Wow.
So it's not just that there's not much water available, we have access to clean water, but they have to travel far in order for them to get clean water. And I think that we take for granted that we just turn our tap on.
Yeah.
And the water's there. As soon as we're thirsty, as soon as we need water.
There's a statistic from World Health Organization. Can you read that one out for me? 785 million people worldwide.
785 million.
It's just access to clean water. Do you want me to say it? So, look, according
to...
to...
that one. Yeah. So it's access to clean water. According to the World Health Organization, WHO, around 785 million people worldwide lack access to basic drinking water services. Water wells provide a reliable source of clean water, helping to reduce the burden of waterborne diseases and improve overall public health.
So say, look, the reason why we're mentioning these facts is to give you an insight into the reality of the situation, brothers and sisters. Once again, as Sayyid alluded to, we sit in the comfort of our own homes. Yes, it is uncomfortable to listen to, but we sit in the comfort of our own homes. We turn on the taps, we put on the electricity, we've got access to clean water. We don't even think twice
about clean water, whether this water is contaminated, whether this water is going to kill me, whether this water is going to give me an illness. We don't even think twice about it. However, there are people around the world, and according to these statistics, there are almost 250,000 people that don't have access to clean water. However, are we, as Imam Hussein Charity, going to cater for 200 or 250,000, a quarter of the whole world? No. We are focused on Pakistan.
Yes.
Right? So there's also another statistic as well here, where it says more than 80% of Pakistanis face severe water scarcity for at least 1 month of the year.
Indeed.
What are the solutions, Sayyid Muhsin? If we provide a water well, what does that give that local village or that local community?
with giving a water well to a local village, you're giving them access to clean, purified water. Number one, they don't have to travel far anymore to get clean water. The water's right there. Secondly, they've got access to clean water, which will stop them getting ill and also allow them to clean properly and to get rid of, bacteria and so forth, so that everything is sanitized a lot better and that they can stay healthier for longer, allowing them to go study, to go work, and actually to live longer.
Fantastic stuff. And you know what? As we were speaking, by the way, the producer or the director or whoever's involved when it comes to the finances of Imam Hussein Charity has messaged in, and they've already we've been having donations. So we've got £60, we've got £100, we've got £110, and I think we have a water well that's been donated. However, I'm yet to confirm that, but the donations are coming in, brothers. Thank you so much for your contributions, but it's not enough, and we need you to contribute more. The situation that we're currently in, again, we're only focusing on the water well campaign at the moment, but what is the cost and what does it do? What's the description? What is IHC essentially trying to do?
So IHC is trying to say that, look, helping to bring water to the poorest villages in Pakistan to give them clean access to water.
Yeah.
And, it's going to cost £1,400.
A measly
£1,400 for some, a measly, for some it's a month's salary. However, if you think about £1,400 is going to give a village fresh, clean water for the rest of their lives.
Yeah.
For the rest of their lives. And we're not asking one person to donate £1,400.
I was going to say.
We can come collectively, 10 people can donate £140 each.
Yeah. One of the generous contributions last year said, look, they called in and she said, I'm going to donate a water well in the name of my marhumin. However, I'm going to go to each of my family members, and 14 of them get £100. 7 of them get £200. What else is the mass? 3 of them.
So let's break it down the mass for you guys. So if 10 of you give £140, if there's 20 of you, you can give £70 each.
Oh, okay.
It goes down because there's more people.
Yeah, no.
£70 each, and so forth.
Yeah, we stop there. But essentially, it's a very
hold on. Then 40 would be £35 each. 40 family members, £35 each.
I'm not going to get into that. But look, £35 if you're part of a collective. If you have a family group that's got 30 members, if you've got a family group that's got 7 members, it doesn't matter. Just try and get them to say, listen, we need to build a water well. What does that water well do for the contributor?
Exactly. This is what we need to. It's really important. Just because you've given, money, and it's it doesn't stop there. The ajr, the thawab doesn't stop coming, because this is what we call sadaqah jariyah.
Yeah.
It's a sadaqah that will keep going on and on and on. Every time they're pumping water out of that well, you or your marhum, whoever's contributed towards, is going to be getting the thawab. And this water well is going to be used every single day.
Right.
365 days a week.
That's it, brothers and sisters. Please do get involved. The details are on your screen. So it's £1,400 to build a water well. Approximately takes about 6 months, right? 6-7 months.
There's a lot of plumbing, a lot of digging. Because it's not just we've got to dig, we've got to find the spring.
Yep.
You've got to dig down, and then you're going to have to put the plumbing works in. Then there's a motor to help it push up and everything like that. So it's a long process, but once it's done.
It takes about 6 months. And again, the details are on your screen. By the way, we do want you to get in touch with us now. So if you want to tell us, to give us a message, or you want to say, look, I want to donate this much amount, the details are on your screen. You can come in, you can call the phone line, you'll get through directly to us, have a chat with us, talk to us about your Ramadan, how it's going so far, and also be able to contribute and help inspire other people to contribute as well. I'm hoping the director has a video for us when it comes to the water well campaign, because we're going to go to a very, very small break and show you this video. After that, we're going to talk about some more lovely campaigns, inshallah. If it's not the water well, let's talk about show me any other video when it comes to IHC and the fantastic work that they do, and then we'll talk about that specific video after it's shown. Show me now.
It's really difficult. I've asked her where mum is. She says mum is here, and where is dad? And she doesn't know where dad is, so she doesn't have any information about where her father is.
From the tragedies of you know what's happened, sometimes the parents are not ready to tell the child.
شنو أكثر شيء تحبيه بالدار؟ It's really straightforward. Her response is that I have nothing else for me to choose from. There's nothing else for me to pick from. So this is the only thing that I can love and appreciate and have.
9-year-olds, you wouldn't expect such a mature answer that I have nothing else. I've been put in this situation, I have nothing else to go through, and I have to make do. Yes, over here, sometimes, you know, the situation is a bit more comfortable than others, but for many of the orphans, it is a very, very difficult and hard struggle. And that's why we require your help and your assistance to give these orphans a better future here.
Transforming tears into triumphs. Sponsor an orphan and be the hero of their story.
Water is the key to life, yet millions have no access to this basic human necessity. Imam Hussein Charity is building water wells in Pakistan. Help the survival of many who can't have this basic human right. Those who are at risk of disease and even worse, death. Imam Hussein Charity has a 6-month guarantee of completion of each water well project. Help transform the lives of the believers who live without water. Donate today.
Welcome back, dear viewers of Imam Hussein TV. You are watching Imam Hussein Charities live fundraiser coming to you from the studios here in London, UK. We have just about coming to 9 o'clock. So far in the program, we've talked about the Water Well campaign. That is, brothers and sisters, if you want Sadaqah Jariyah. Do you know anything about Sadaqah Jariyah? Can you give us some insight into Sadaqah Jariyah?
So Sadaqah Jariyah is that you give money or you give a donation, contribution one time, but that has a knock-on effect, and it carries on going and going and going. If you want another example rather than a water well, is we usually use knowledge. That when you teach a student knowledge, especially about Islam, so aqaid, fiqh, whatever, and then they teach somebody else, and then they teach another student, another. It keeps on going on and on and on and on. The ajr just keeps adding.
Yeah.
So it's compound interest for the guys in the financial industry.
Okay, fantastic. Another thing is that I wanted to mention as well, especially when it comes to the Islamic month of Ramadan. There is an ayah that I came across when it says, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, لَن تَنَالُوا الْبِرَّ حَتَّى تُنْفِقُوا مِمَّا تُحِبُّونَ. Basically what it means that you will not attain righteousness until you give that which you love. Right? This is the key word here, that which you love. Imam Sadiq alayhi salam narrates that Fatima Zahra alayhi salam, when it was the night of her wedding, a beggar came to the door or came to the area and asked for some donations. Fatima Zahra could have easily, and we wouldn't have blamed her if she gave her some worn dress that she had and gave it to the beggar. We wouldn't have blamed her otherwise, right? But she said, no, I want to give that which I love to this person, and that's where this ayah actually was revealed when it comes to لَن تَنَالُوا الْبِرَّ حَتَّى تُنْفِقُوا مِمَّا تُحِبُّونَ. Bir, by the way, is not just righteousness, because bir actually comes because if you go into previous verses of the Holy Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala describes what bir is. What I mean by bir is everything from belief in Allah, belief in the resurrection, belief in prophethood, wilayah. Charity is also part of that as well. So you will not attain righteousness in being able to give charity if you don't give that which you love. We all love money, say Muslim. Right? At the end of the day, yes, everyone's going through different difficulties. But this month, and I've seen through social media all the time, charity is one of the main things that gets you to that righteous state. So we ask you, the dear viewers, to get involved, to contribute. There have been more donations that are coming in. Thank you very much for your contributions. Get involved today, right now. The details are on your screen. I keep on saying screen for some reason. The details are on your screen for you to be able to get involved. It's either going to our socials at Imam Hussein Charity or ImamHusseinCharity.com. It's very simple. However, we've made things simple for you, brothers and sisters, to donate by going onto the Sadaqah app.
Wow.
Do you know anything about the Sadaqah app?
The Sadaqah app you can download. I think it's available on App Store and Google Play as well. And it allows you from your mobile phone to go and donate to any campaign that we are offering.
It's so simple,
Easy.
literally. Before we tell you, for example, scan the code, this is that. That's if you were watching on the TV. But now you're probably most likely watching on your phone, so you can't really scan, right? So I don't mind if you've been inspired by Sayyid Muhsin or myself or anything that's inspired you today to be able to donate. I don't mind you flicking out, going into imamhusseincharity.com, going to donate page, clicking on one of the campaigns that is relevant to you, and then donating. It's absolutely fine. We're talking about the next campaign, and we saw before the water well, Sayyid Muhsin, there was an image of a young child and we're giving her gifts, right? But that's more of a sponsor of the orphan. We're going to talk about the iftar packs.
Yes,
right?
indeed.
So I want, if possible, for the director to show us some of the footage of the iftar packs that we have prepared. And I'm going to show you some footage of what it was last year, because obviously this year we're still working on it. We're still getting those packs together. But tell us about these packs. What is inside these packs and what do they do?
So the famous, you could say, flagship campaign of Imam Hussein Charity during Ramadan is the food basket campaign, the iftar basket campaign, where we provide destitute families with a basket. And in that they will receive flour, rice, fruits, vegetables, meats, lentils, spices. Like the big tomato tubs you get, tins that you get for cooking and stuff like that, to make stews and stuff. Those,
tomato paste, purees,
tea, dried prunes, dried limes. There's just so much that comes in it, and it used to be that one basket could feed a family of 4 for up to 10 days.
Wow.
Suhoor and futur. And now I'm not sure because, let's be honest, things have changed in the world. We're not sure if we can get the same amount. I'm not sure what's happening, and I'll find out from my superiors. Like, is it still one basket? However, the basket is £30.
Okay. So the contribution that you would make is £30. That goes towards an iftar pack. Tell me some facts about what's going on when it comes to hunger in the region.
So hunger in the region of, hunger in the world, 1 in 10 people around the world experience chronic hunger. That's around 815 million people.
Wow.
Chronic hunger. For those of you who don't know what chronic means, it's a long period of time. So it's not acute, which is the opposite, which means short hunger, which is probably what we're feeling when we're fasting in the day. These guys are feeling chronic hunger, which means they're starving over a long period of time.
Wow.
Furthermore, 1 in 4 people are estimated to be hungry in the sub-Saharan African, including Tanzania and Kenya. Also, 3.1 people cannot afford a nutritious meal. 3.1 billion people. Do you know what the world population is at the moment?
7.
It's coming up to 8, but just let's say 7.5. This is 3.1. That's almost half the world.
Oh my God.
Half the world cannot afford a nutritious meal.
Okay. And so these iftar packs, they will provide a nutritious meal for how long did you say? 10 days?
10 days. Well, family of 4 for
Family
10
of 4.
days.
So if we contribute to a family of 2, for example, then it should last us a bit longer.
20 days, yeah, exactly.
Right. So that is how you can get involved, brothers and sisters. If the water well maybe is a bit too steep for you, understandably so. But £30 it shouldn't really make that
it's
much.
not
of a
even 30,
difference.
but I'm sure the brothers and sisters can come collectively together, and they can maybe purchase 5 packs.
Yeah.
Which is 150 quid.
Yeah.
And that's done. 3, let's say, okay, £90. That's 3 packs. That's 1 family of 4 for the whole of Ramadan.
Wow.
Taken care of.
The
£90.
whole of Ramadan.
Whole of Ramadan.
And
done.
how recommended is it?
That's £3 a day.
£3 a day.
That's £3
how
a day,
recommended is it to break the fast of your fellow brother?
Breaking the fast of the fellow brother is highly, highly recommended. But what I want to put on is a hadith from Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wasallam, who says the greatest act is to feed someone. The greatest act is to feed someone. He didn't say ibadah, he didn't say salatul layl, he didn't say fasting.
Right.
He said to feed someone is of the greatest acts.
And actually, when it comes to a lot of the brothers and sisters out there who are feeling a lot more, let's just say, religious, feeling a lot more spiritual, the first thing that they go to is forgiveness.
Yes.
Because they feel like they are so sinful that this month of Ramadan, they want to cleanse themselves of these sins, and forgiveness is one of them. Actually, Imam Sadiq says, feeding a hungry Muslim is from among the means of forgiveness. So if you feel like you're in a spiritual mood and you wanted forgiveness from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, go and feed a hungry person.
It is
that
very-
is highly recommended.
If you think about it, when you're feeding someone, it's really selfless, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's very selfless. You're giving up your own time, effort, comfort, even just to give. And let's be honest, Mr. Fowler, I'm not sure about yourself. I'm a big guy. I do enjoy my food. You know, when I get food, I enjoy it.
Yeah.
But to give that experience to somebody else,
yes,
especially one who's hungry and one who's needy,
absolutely,
phenomenal,
absolutely.
phenomenal.
So once again, dear brothers, you can get involved by either calling the line now, it's on WhatsApp, or you can call the landline 0203 515 1122. The iftar pack is £30. Sayyid Mohsin mentioned something absolutely amazing, but I kind of glossed over it. But please repeat that as well. £3 a day.
Yep, £3 a day. So £90 will give a family of 4.
Yeah.
Iftar and so for the whole of Ramadan,
Wow.
and that works out to be roughly £3 a day.
£3 a day, brothers and sisters.
It's nothing.
We're going to go on a very, very small break. After that, we're going to do a swap over. So, Sayyid Mohsin, unfortunately,
I'm being subbed off.
You're going to be subbed off, unfortunately. It's been lovely having you on the show.
Thank you very much, Mr.
However, we're going to sub Sayyid Mohsin on for another person. We'll reveal who it is very, very soon. You should know who it is anyway. But we'll reveal who it is very, very soon. We're going to go to a very small break. Don't go anywhere, brothers and sisters, because we've got one more campaign to talk to you about. So we'll see you in a couple of minutes.
ماما أنا جوعانة. ما أيضا.
لا شو تربي؟
أيضا دجاج لحم سمك.
يلا حمود إن شاء الله يوم جبنا أكل وتاكل.
إن شاء الله ماما.
عليكم السلام.
شلون صحتكم؟
اهلا وسهلا.
هذه مواد مساعدات، مواد غذائيه مساعدات.
الله
من
يعافيك.
مؤسسه الامام حسين شارتي، ان شاء الله يحتاجون دعاء من عندكم ان شاء الله.
الله يعافيك. الله يجزاك.
Every child deserves a nutritious meal. Build bonds that withstand time. Bring a family together this Ramadan. Feed the needy and change lives by donating now.
Welcome back, dear viewers of Imam Hussein Charity. We are live in the Imam Hussein TV studios here in London. The time is now 9:11 or 9:10, 10 past 9 here in the UK. Wherever you are in the world, if you're watching from America, you've probably broken your fast. If you're watching from Australia, you're probably still fasting. If you're watching from Africa, you're probably asleep. In any case, welcome to the show. If you've just joined us, you've missed Sayyid Mohsin, unfortunately. However, the substitution is more than adequate to replace Sayyid Mohsin. We have beside me the lovely Yasser Al-Hilfi. Yes. Did I get that right?
Yes, you did.
Yes. Can I not say the other one?
You can if you want.
Yeah. So Yasser Mansour.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I like my Yasser Mansour.
Me too, but I'm trying to, move over to Yasser Al-Hilfi.
Why?
Because my whole family is called Mansour. I want to be special. I want to be unique.
Hold on. Whoa. So your whole family is called Yasser. Your whole family is called Mansour. I'm calling you Mansour.
Why?
What is your dad? What's your dad's name?
My dad, on what passport or what is that?
How he's known?
He's known as Fuad Al-Hilfi, actually.
No. Okay. No. Wait. What's? Okay. Cool. So, fine. In any case, we're talking charity here. We're not talking about Yasser's lineage and what he prefers in terms of a second name. But Yasser is with us, and we're talking live fundraising. Brothers and sisters, before a week ago today, was it a week ago? Yeah, a week ago today, we were talking about, listen, guys, you don't have to join in. You can if you want to. We're just telling you about the campaigns. Today is a different day. Today is a different day, brothers and sisters. Today, you are contributing, inshallah. Please, with all, I ask you nicely. Yeah. Anyway, we're going to go to a very, very quick video. After that, we're going to talk about the video, so please don't go anywhere.
من شان أبونا موجود متكفين من كل الأمور، لكن بعد وفاته هواي الأمور تغيرت. يعني مسؤولية أولاد وعندي بنية، يعني مرينا بظروف كلش صعبة. وفاته عنده خبيث بالمعدة، وتوفى بأول يوم رمضان سنة 2021.
Brothers and sisters, I can't emphasize how difficult it is to sit and hear the cries of those who are in need, and they don't need, they're not asking for much, they're only asking for the basic. If Muhammad had enough financials to treat Abu Muhammad, then Abu Muhammad will be sitting alongside them. He'll be working, providing for them as a family. However, they didn't have enough financials to cure him and give him the right treatment for him to be alongside them. Brothers and sisters, your donations will ensure that they'll have the education that they need. They'll have the food. They'll have a roof over their heads. Brothers, sisters, give, donate and contribute. Let's make a change now.
Give the gift of hope. Charity begins with a single act of kindness. Donate today.
Welcome back, dear viewers of Imam Hussein Charity. You just saw a video which was quite heartfelt, and I guess it kind of changed the mood just a bit. We are, of course, quite upbeat and quite... can you turn off the thing, please? Sorry, guys. Yeah. Anyway, sorry. It's difficult because you have to balance trying to be motivational and inspiring at the same time, actually reflect on what's going on in reality. And that video did just that. I mean, it gave you an insight. Personally, I've been there. I've been to Iraq, and I've actually seen firsthand what the young people go through when it comes to the life that they live, Yasser, and especially when it comes to hope. Today's topic, Yasser, actually, it was supposed to be with the Sheikh, but maybe I can speak to you about it, and it's giving towards a home, right? And I appreciate that some of these people don't have homes, but what they want is some sort of a complete home.
Yes.
And with a home, you get what? You get the facilities like water and food and family. But these young people, they don't really have a home. Yes, they have a house to live in, but they don't really have a home. And so there is something missing in their life. The only thing, Yasser, that they hold on to is the donations that they receive so that they can complete their education. Education is such a must for them. It is absolutely vital for them because through education, they can get into jobs, and then through jobs, they can get an income and get themselves out of poverty. But it's difficult to do so when your whole life relies on extending your hand. Your whole life relies on extending your hand. And if that hand is not fed, then you have no means for you to be able to live your life. So Imam Hussein Charity does exactly that. You've seen Abu Talib in the video before, but you can see him here now. He's with a lot of orphans in a specially designed orphanage that they visited a couple of months ago. And he tells me firsthand about the smiles on their faces, the change. And they actually say, you know what? Yes, we are in need and we appreciate everything that you've given to us, and it's given us hope. So Yasser, please tell me, I guess, in terms of the next campaign that Imam Hussein Charity has for this month of Ramadan, specially designed for you, the dear viewers, brothers and sisters. It's not the iftar pack, it's the sponsor an orphan. Sponsoring an orphan. And you tell me just a bit more about some of the facts around the situation when it comes to orphans in
of course,
the
Mullah.
region.
So, when talking about orphans, some facts we can read is that worldwide, 168 million children are child laborers, accounting for almost 11% of children worldwide. And then if you carry on reading, it says that up to 8 million children around the world are living in orphanages, like we just saw Abu Talib visiting.
No way.
And then we see that children who grew up in orphanages are at a higher risk of being victims of violence, trafficking, and exploitation.
Have you seen in Iraq a lot of the kids that are on the streets begging?
Yes, yes.
That is because they don't have a means to live.
Yes.
So they have to go out into the streets and beg for
money.
For money.
Donation.
For them to live whatever life that they live. If, however, they didn't need to go out begging, what do you think they're going to do with their lives? They'll have a job, they'll stay with their family, they'll go on education.
It's just, if it's a child we're talking about, I think all of us, alhamdulillah, like me and you, Mullah, we when we were children, we had a life that, we had a childhood, like when I didn't have to go to school, I would go play football, go see my friends, I would go play basketball, I would be with my brothers, go out into the world, see. But these children, because they don't have a life, they don't have a means of living what we like to call a comfortable life, they have to go out in the streets, they have to beg, they have to see if they can get some sort of income, some sort of money to take back to their mother or their father or even their older siblings, because they're orphans. Their mother and father are gone, just so that they can take care of themselves.
Absolutely, brothers and sisters. So you can get involved today,
100%.
right here, right now. The details are on your screen. Not the prophetic voyage. Don't worry about that one for now. But we're talking about sponsor and orphan campaign. How much is it, Yasser?
It's £50 a month.
£50 a month can sponsor an orphan. What does that do to them?
Well, that £50 goes towards feeding, clothing, and educating these young children.
MashaAllah. Again, so the details are on your screen, and you can download our Sadaqah app, right? It makes donating so much easier. If you download our Sadaqah app, it's a very, very simple app. You go to the App Store or Google Store, whatever it's called, and you can download the Sadaqah app, fill in your details, and literally it becomes so simple. Within 10 seconds, you can make a donation, and you can feel better about yourself. Genuinely, have you ever given a charity?
Alhamdulillah, yes.
What does it feel? What does it feel like when you give a charity?
It's a feeling of relief, I would say that.
Relief?
Yes.
Okay.
Because when I do give, I feel like I'm listening to the commandments of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and I'm following the footsteps of my masters, such as Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, or like Ali, Imam Ali alayhi salam, Al-Hassan, Al-Hussein, Zayn al-Abidin especially, that used to go out at night when everyone used to be asleep, and they would help the orphans. So when I know that I'm donating to something like sponsoring an orphan, as I said, it gives me a sense of relief that, you know what, I am helping someone. And you know what, Mullah, I'm just going to talk for a second about being real. Like, I'm going to be realistic. That when donating, there's two things that I look at. Is that the first thing is that I'm helping this child, okay? And I'm making his life better, alhamdulillah, inshallah. The second thing that I look at is myself, that I'm kind of doing this for myself. That by helping this child, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will gift me 10 times more.
Okay.
And that I will get ajr and thawab that will be written by the angel on my right. That on Yawm al-Qiyamah, when God does show my sins, He can also say to me that, you know what, Yasser, you donated and helped an abd of mine. You helped an orphan of mine, and you made his life better.
Fantastic.
So there's two ways to look at this. That you're helping a child 100%, which is beautiful. But at the same time, essentially you're helping yourself. That you're putting more deeds to you, that you're getting more thawab, that you are following the footsteps of Rasulullah, of the Imam, of the Ahlul Bayt. So why not just download the app? Why not just visit the website? Donate £1, £2, or if you want, go full in and donate £50 a month to help an orphan,
right.
Sponsor him, that you might be the reason that he is taken out of poverty.
Inshallah. We're going to go to a very, very small video. It's an interview that Sayyid Muhsin had with one of the orphans, and here's what they said.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I'm here in Karbala, close to the Karbala football stadium, and we've come to an area here with all the local kids have just come to see us because they never ever get visitors, they never see camera equipment, media team, anything like that. And with these kids, you see all of them are smiling, they're so happy just to see, you know, people. The smallest things will make them so happy. This guy here hasn't stopped smiling since I came, and he invited me to his home, and he was saying, "Come inside, sit inside." All these kids have been taking pictures. This little one, look at her. She can't even stop showing her teeth, mashallah. But it's the little things that make these kids happy. And all you guys need to do is just donate a little bit so we can give these guys either medicine, education, help them with their schoolwork, food. Even we'll take them out for a day. We'll take them to the park, we'll take them to get some food, we'll give them a present, new clothes and so forth. All this can be achievable with your help and your donation. So visit us at imamhusseincharity.com to see the latest campaigns where we can come and help children like these.
That's right, brothers and sisters. No one wants to see poverty in the world, and you can stamp out poverty with Imam Hussein Charity by contributing as little as £50 a month. You can sponsor an orphan by being able to clothe them, feed them, educate them, and make sure that they emerge from this poverty as civilians of society, that they can actually give back and get themselves out of poverty and get people in their area out of poverty as well. Yasser, when it comes to the kind of the Islamic or the religious context of giving, especially when it comes to orphans. I mean, we've got so many examples from Amir al-Mu'mineen, Ali ibn Abi Talib, who was the father of orphans, who the Rasul himself was a yatim and was looked after by Abu Talib, who actually we commemorate the martyrdom of Abu Talib in the coming days.
Yes, yes.
But tell me a bit more about what the Imams say about looking after an orphan.
I have a hadith here from Imam As-Sadiq Salamullah alayhi, who says, one who maintains the orphans, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala makes paradise wajib upon him in the same way as he makes hell, Jahannam, wajib upon those who usurp the property of the orphans.
Right. That is a fantastic point. And on that note, actually, when it comes to the Prophet, we mentioned the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam says that if you want to be as close to me as two fingers together on the day of judgment, then feed an orphan, or look after an orphan, or just put a smile on that orphan. We saw in the video the smiles that they had, what Sayyid Muhsin had. We don't know whether that smile was because, you know, they're on camera and it's all exciting, or they're genuinely happy that someone is lending a helping hand. In any case, it's such an amazing feeling. And we ask, and we want to tap into your humanity here. We're not tapping into your finances. We don't care about that. We don't care how much money that you have or you don't have. That's not the point here. We're tapping into your humanity, brothers and sisters. We don't want to see poverty. None of us want to see poverty. We want to follow in the footsteps of Amir al-Mu'mineen. We want to follow in the footsteps of the Prophet and the rest of the Imams who would always give charity in the darkest of the nights, because they all believe that these people have no help and they rely on us who have the means. And this is not us, subhanAllah, the best thing about this. It's not us giving. It's Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us the tawfiq to give. If you feel like you're giving, you're like, yeah, this is me and look how much I'm giving, £100, £200. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has blessed you with giving. If you're not giving, let me put it straight here.
Why not?
I'm not speaking directly to the audience. Again, you're giving in your own way. If you're not giving charity, then maybe in a way Allah hasn't blessed you to be in that position for you to be that vehicle that gives the rahmah, Allah's rahmah, to those young people for them to have that smile. Let's have a ponder of that for a second. Right? Any last notes, Yasser, before we wrap up?
Before we wrap up, the last thing that I wanted to say is for all the viewers that watched Mullah Ali, watched Sayyid Muhsin Shah, that watched me, don't look at us as people that are here to tell you to donate. all we are doing is to remind you of the commandments of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the Quran, to remind you that in this month of Ramadan, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's mercy is opened. Normally, when we do make dua outside of this month, I use an analogy that is as if we're knocking on the door of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And then He will come, open the door, and then we ask. But no, in this month, the door of Rahmah is opened for 30 nights. And what's better way to seek for forgiveness than donating and helping an orphan today?
Inshallah. The details are on your screen one last time. You can get in contact. You can download the Sadaqah app. The Sadaqah app is an amazing app, by the way. So many people, the feedback that we got about this app is fantastic. It's such a simple way for you to be able to donate. You can do your daily Sadaqah. You can do a water well. You can do whatever you like during through this Sadaqah. So stay tuned for Imam Hussein Charity. We do have more campaigns. We do have more live shows coming up. The next one will be in relation to Imam al-Hassan alayhi salam, Kareem of the Ahlul Bayt, the generous of the Ahlul Bayt. The documentary that myself and the team at IHC have worked on will be aired straight after the show. It's all about the tale of two lives, I think it was, or the tale of two worlds, sorry. Essentially, I go into the life of an orphan, find out what they do from the morning till night, and then we flip the script and tell them, listen, come here and live the life of a Zair in Iraq. What do we do? We go to restaurants, we go to ziyarah, we see family. The delight on their faces, you really don't want to miss out. It's a harrowing story as well. There's some things that I uncovered by just having one conversation with these guys. It's mind-blowing. Don't miss that. It's coming up straight after the show. But essentially, we'll see you hopefully sometime next week for Milad Imam Hassan on Imam Hussein Charity from myself and Brother Yasser, Mansour Al-Halfi, Fuad. In any case, we'll see you very, very soon. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
السلام عليكم. شنو اسمك؟ نبأ.
نبأ.
ما شاء الله، وش قد عمرك؟
ماما موجودة؟ وبابا ما موجود؟ بابا ما تعرفين وين؟ It's really heartbreaking, and I don't want to ask a deeper question because I'll break into tears.
It's really heartbreaking for a lot of these children, the life that they're living right now.
شنو يفرحك نبأ؟ الهدايا. بعد شنو يفرحك؟ جمعة. Two things that bring happiness and joy to her are gifts and gatherings. And unfortunately, gifts we can provide for them, and it's with your supports and your donations, but gatherings, having a father figure, your donations can compensate the father figure by providing and giving them gifts. Brothers and sisters, take this opportunity to donate to IHC now and give. Jazakum Allah khair al-jaza.
Empower a future by sponsoring an orphan today, because every child deserves hope and opportunity.